Monday, the 16th of January 2023. First reading. Reading from the book of Hebrews. Every high priest has been taken out of mankind and is appointed to act for men in their relations with God, to offer gifts and sacrifices for sins, and so he can sympathize with those who are ignorant or uncertain, because he too lives in the limitations of weakness. That is why he has to make sin offerings for himself as well as for the people. No one takes this honor on himself, but each one is called by God, as Aaron was. Nor did Christ give himself the glory of becoming high priest, but he had it from the one who said to him, "You are my son, today I have become your father." And in another text, "You are a priest of the order of Melchizedek, and forever." During his life on earth, he offered up prayer and entreaty aloud and in silent tears to the one who had the power to save him out of death, and he submitted so humbly that his prayer was heard. Although he was son, he learnt to obey through suffering, but having been made perfect, he became for all who obey him the source of eternal salvation, and was acclaimed by God with the title of High Priest of the order of Melchizedek. Responsorial Psalm. You are a priest forever, a priest like Melchizedek of old. The Lord's revelation to my master, sit on my right, your foes I will put beneath your feet. You are a priest forever, a priest like Melchizedek of old. The Lord will wield from Zion your scepter of power, rule in the midst of all your foes. You are a priest forever, a priest like Melchizedek of old. A prince from the day of your birth, on the holy mountains, from the womb before the dawn I begot you. You are a priest forever, a priest like Melchizedek of old. The Lord has sworn an oath he will not change. You are a priest forever, a priest like Melchizedek of old. You are a priest forever, a priest like Melchizedek of old. Gospel acclamation. Alleluia, alleluia. Accept God's message for what it really is, God's message and not some human thinking. Alleluia. Gospel. Reading from the book of Mark. One day when John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting, some people came to Jesus and said to him, "Why is it that John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not?" Jesus replied, "Surely the bridegroom's attendants would never think of fasting while the bridegroom is still with them. As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they could not think of fasting. But the time will come for the bridegroom to be taken away from them, and then, on that day, they will fast. No one sews a piece of unshrunken cloth on an old cloak. If he does, the patch pulls away from it, the new from the old, and the tear gets worse. And nobody puts new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the wine will burst the skins, and the wine is lost, and the skins too. No, new wine, fresh skins." Gospel of the Lord.